Happy Friday, y'all, with your connections to success, keys to success. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Steven. Yes, we are.
Yeah, great stuff here at Connections to Success office.
Yes,
and
it is.
All this month with our keys to success, we're celebrating Black history, and along with that, we're going with this theme of families, because at Connections to Success, families have always been our priority. They've been our foundation, right, Stephen?
Oh, when you think about families and Jeff, how we just, this keys train, how we just continue to travel. We had Brian on here earlier this month. We also had our good co-worker Michael Miller, with him being a father. But last week, man, last week was very unique because we put a different spin on it. We had our single mothers. I mean, we had Tamara here, we had Adrian, and even single mothers. Every House Society wants to say is a family. Yeah. And so, with that being said, man, I think that this week, fathers.
Dads. Yeah, dads.
When we think about dads, you're a dad, I'm a dad, and we think about the roles of the dads, the fathers that you had in your life and I had in my life. Jeff, what are some of the things that you really, when you think about, when you hear your father's name, what thoughts or memories that comes, Jeff?
Yeah, Stephen, I grew up with a family that really worked hard. Okay. They did the absolute best they can. And when I think of my dad, the words legacy changer come to mind.
Wow.
Yeah, because the deep roots of my family come from long dysfunction and poverty and crime and addictions and alcoholism, teen pregnancies. That's rampant in my family as that dynamic and that history. But what my dad did was he was able to shift his legacy. He was able to shift away and become that person that he was destined to be, so that I could have that foundation growing up. And what Tim Lee did for me was he provided that stability. And sure, in the environments that I was in and the choices that I decided to make were against what he wanted for me and against what he tried to set up. But he was a young father and my mom was a young mother, and they did the absolute best they could. However, I made my choices, but because of the decisions that Tim Lee made with his life, from the Marine Corps to having a phenomenal job with Boeing and keeping that job, which was something my family members weren't accustomed to, buying a house and all of that stuff, he got to lay the foundation for my children, his grandchildren, so that they could have that life where they would never know crime, they would never know poverty, they would never know some of the circumstances that I knew growing up as a child. So that's what I think, Stephen, when I think of Tim Lee's name.
Man, when you say Tim Lee, I always got this, it's interesting, you got the L-E-E. Well, my dad is Leo Barbie, so there's an L-E-E connection. There we go. Yeah. And when I think about my dad, I meant, him taking the fatherhood role at a very young age. His father passed away when my dad was 10, so he actually stepped into fatherhood and being a provider to being a dad at that young age. And it's interesting because through him, you used the word legacy. I like that. My father's legacy, it runs deep and wide.
Through Lawrence.
Most definitely. Because of his experience in helping and serving people, my dad was if I could use one word, consistent.
Wow.
I meant consistency. I meant from when I can remember him getting up in the morning, even when he was a bivocational pastor, which means that he was pastoring the church and working a full-time job, the consistency that he had to provide. I mean, you told me earlier, it was just you and your brother. Man, look, I had four brothers.
Barbies everywhere. Barbies everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? And so when I think about the role that my father had, he was a provider. And sometimes, Jeff, it was those teachable moments. And the thing is, Dad wouldn't say, son, sit down, I'm ready to teach you. But he would just formulate that moment. He would say, get in the car and ride. And I look back, Jeff, he was teaching me how to be a provider.
Wow, and doing that in the quiet things, right?
Yes,
the everyday things.
Yes.
That's something that we value here at Connections, is the dad.
Yes.
It's something that stretches back to our very foundation is working with those dads to make them incredible fathers for their children. And it sounds like, both you and I, we've had incredible fathers, haven't we?
Yes, we have. And like you said, making a legacy change. I think connection with their fatherhood curriculum, I think we're making legacy changers.
Each and every day.
Because when the men walk in here, they're determined to change.
Yeah.
And then the training that we're giving them, here at Connection, I mean, it's so powerful. And to watch how fathers are being reconnected, Jeff, with their sons, with their daughters, and with their significant others. I know that this curriculum is a powerful tool. There's a legacy changer here at Connections.
Yeah, our Pathway to Success model takes individuals, no matter where they're at in their situation, and makes them better, right? Because we can always grow, we can always become better. Just working for Connections and teaching that curriculum is I become a better father. I mean, from being a participant myself all that time back, I wasn't a father yet, and I was trying to navigate re-entry, and Connections was there to build that foundation. But then as becoming a father, coming back to work for Connections, it's been inspiring for me to learn each and every day from our Pathways to Success.
And that Pathway to Success curriculum, you know what? It works.
It works. Absolutely. Yeah, evidence-based practices here at Connections to Success. It's amazing stuff. I mean, what we're doing here is transforming our communities, transforming our cities from St. Louis to East St. Louis to St. Charles to Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas. All of our replication sites throughout the country. We're doing some great stuff.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of great things coming up. I mean, you just spoke about how we're just spreading across this great country. But Jeff, we got some great things coming up there in St. Louis.
Yeah, Tribute.
Yeah, man. March 8th is coming up. And Jeff, our Connection family there, if you want to be a part of Tribute, 20 years. 20
years, wow.
That's amazing. That's 2 decades.
20 years is a long time for a nonprofit.
Yes, it is, and still going strong.
Congratulations, Brad and Kathy.
Yeah, thank you for the vision. Thank you for your determination. Really thank Kathy and Brad for their example.
Yeah.
Through the ups and downs.
Right? The culture that we have here.
Most definitely. And not only that, what other good things we have going on, Jeff?
So every Monday, you can get involved with us. If you're unemployed or you're looking to advance your career, we do have Monday Career Connect. Monday Career Connect at 10 a.m. here in our Kansas City, Missouri office.
Yes.
Yeah, and we have some other things too.
Oh man, we got the Connect group. That's also on Monday evenings from 5 to 7. I mean, bring your children, bring your significant others, your wives, your girlfriend, and just come here and really just hang out here at 300 West Linwood. Because not only will you hang out, you're going to get a meal.
That's right. We'll feed you too.
Yes.
That's my favorite part.
There we go.
And that's Malachi's favorite part, my son's favorite part.
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah. And then in addition to that, we've been busting out the seams with our personal professional development training cohort this month.
And I think this month is one of our biggest ones here in the Kansas City, Missouri office. I think we're 23, 25 strong.
Yeah, we're up there.
But this Friday, Jeff, what is going on here at 300 West Linwood?
Next Step Celebration. It's that honoring the progress and all the hard work and the determination, getting here day in and day out to our training is those individuals. We want to celebrate them on that journey because it's not an ending, it's not a graduating, it's that moment where we're saying congratulations because you're on that next step in your journey. So everyone's invited to that. So please come out, celebrate them and honor them and check us out.
Yes, most definitely. It may be a way for them to get connected with Connections. I mean, there's volunteer opportunities here, mentoring opportunities. You can get a hold of Michael Miller if you want to be a mentor here. But Jeff, also, just a small donation.
Yeah, $35 a month. $35 a month. You can partner with us in one of your favorite organizations in Kansas City, making an impact, making a difference, building strong families, building strong communities. That's what we do here. So if you want to partner with us, info's right down on the screen. Come partner with us. You'll be excited. I know it's life transforming. It's been life transforming for me as an individual participant, as me as a volunteer, as me as a servant. Everything that I've done here at Connection Success in my life all these last 6 years has just been phenomenal.
And Jeff, what greater way to end this keys to Connections? How do we say it here in Kansas City, Missouri?
Connections to Success, strongly connected. Happy Friday, y'all.
We're out of here.